Hello viewers and welcome to a video looking at Forza Motorsport 6 and a comparison to Project Cars here running on the Xbox One. And here we can see that both the same car running on the same circuit, different times of day, but either way this is more just a look to see how it felt with the controller playing them both, and just again we're getting there, aren't we, looking at the physics bit by bit here and there, and how they react differently to each other. There's a slight flicker in the screen when the audio changes from game to game, apologies about that, but either way we'll see how it works. First lap cockpit cam, second lap bonnet cam, third lap behind the car, just to look at the body language. Watch Forza Motorsport here, see that back end stepping out, happens a lot on the game. There's a lot of this sort of opposite lock thing, rear end just stepping out, and really that's where you're just struggling to control the car a lot of the time. There's a lot of unnecessary drifting, a lot of high speed corners, the car just tends to like to slide out. And this is we're talking about the basic physics here, not about tuning those elements out to make it work better. We're talking about how the cars basically work, how the wheels roll and interact with the track surface. So Project Cars is instantly more grippy. You know, some of these corners, you feel that sort of sweeping motion, going a bit wide there, but you see, no problem, able to recover. Let's look at Forza Motorsport now through there. You can see needed opposite lock to go through that corner again. So a different style of approach between the two games. And Project Cars obviously quicker every lap simply because it has more grip, so it's always going to be quicker. I reset the two now, level them out, otherwise Project Cars is halfway around the track. Going a bit wide on that corner, but carrying more speed through Paddock Hill Bend into Druids. And again here, see how both cars handle it pretty well. Just more grip there. And this is with assists on, I'll point out. I wanted to just try both games with assists on, use a bit of curb, but Forza Motorsport didn't like the curb. I took the same line on both games and it didn't like the curb there. This next corner as well, you can see Forza really struggles. You can't see the working at the wheel on this view, of course, but again it's just that kind of grip issue. Audio wise, Project Cars is a lot louder. I have toned down the sound considerably on Project Cars compared to Forza Motorsport, but it was still very loud. It's a very loud game in terms of the standard audio settings, but you really do get a lot more grunt from the car, especially from the behind car view. And I think also something else to remember is that this is a conversion, a multi-format conversion, as I go a bit wide there, compared to a game made for one format. Very important to point that out, with bigger budget as well. So in terms of budget, I think I go a bit wide on that one on Forza as well. Again, just struggling with the grip there on Forza in general though, just carrying speed through corners. With Project Cars I'm using handling setting number 2 at this point here. And just change view. Of course that messed up my braking points going from one view to another, but I get used to that. And now we see both. You can see the Forza Motorsport there drifting again around Druids. You know, just you get on that power, once you turn past a certain angle the car just slides. It's like it grips, it grips, it grips. No, it's not going to grip anymore. And that's what I'm finding. And really, I think when you turn on simulation steering on Forza Motorsport, you see that nuance stepping out a lot more. The car sort of swings around on the back wheel, which is just quite interesting to see. So here we are, two driving games, same car, same track, completely different driving style. I think that's what I wanted to point out in this video. You know, these games all handle differently, these simulators, and yet there's such a different approach required for driving. My personal approach works much better with Project Cars with a wheel, but I've not tested Project Cars with a wheel on the Xbox One yet. I will in the coming days. We've got a little bit more Forza with a wheel first. Just going to be testing again. What are we testing? Lotus 49 in the next video as well, looking a bit more at that, and then a bit more detail then on everything we've learned to date and my impressions on Forza Motorsport so far before the review. But that's it from this video. More soon.